Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good night, everyone. In the night, I will present my proposal, and the title is The Effect of Extensive Reading Towards Students' Attitude in Reading Class. So, in the chapter 1 is background. In the background, reading is one of factor or skills that is taught in the English subjects, and the reading material should be carefully planned by the teacher in daily teaching learning activities. In the statement of the problem, the first is students in Indonesia have no high reading interest. In the extensive reading is one approach that might be used to overcome this problem. In the research question, I have two questions. In the first, does the extensive reading affect the students' attitude in reading class? If yes, what kind of the students' attitude affected by ER? Okay, and then the objective of the research to know whether the extensive reading affect the students' attitude in reading class or not. In limitation of the research focus on the effect of the extensive reading toward the students' attitudes in reading class. And the significance, I have two significance for students and for the teachers. And for students, this will be help to them to grasp information and comprehend the text effectively. And for the teacher, this will help to them to more understand about how to teach reading effectively. It can be the factor that help them to teach their students later. In the hypothesis is extensive reading affects students' attitudes in reading class, and extensive reading does not affect students' attitude in the reading class. Okay, back to okay, and then the chapter 2 is literature review. In the nature of reading, the reading can be defined as a process understand the meaning of a written text. In the importance of the readings in Terrigan 2008 notes that by the reading same information are given by teacher through a text. Students will find general information and experience which later they can increase their language skills such as listening, speaking, and writing. In the nature of extensive readings, by Sweets in 2000s states that an effectively reading instructions can develop engage readers who are knowledge strategic, socially interactive, and motivated. In the effective reading activities, the basic activity in extensive reading is reading, and meaning that the students will be asked to read. Okay, the teaching reading in senior high schools. Senior high school students of teenager are categorized into adolescents. In this period, teenagers like to spend their time to hanging around friends, peers, and often disruptive behaviors in class. However, they have a great capacity in teaching reading if the teacher can engage them. And the student attitudes is the construct attitudes toward the school was first defined by Lewy in 1986 as being the subject's behaviors, their feeling expressions regarding to affections and judgments. Okay, in the previous studies is by Raihan Fardila with the title The Use of Extensive Reading in the Teaching Reading show that extensive reading was beneficial in the teaching reading. And then the Sarwo Eddy with the title The Effectiveness of Extensive Reading on Students' Reading Comprehension Achievement as Observed from Students' Motivations. And then the last Anissa Puspita Hapsari with the title Improving Students' Reading Comprehension Ability Through Extensive Reading at grade 8 Junior High School number 2 Bantul in the academic years of 2012 and 2013. Okay, and then is the chapter 3 is methodology. In the research designs, a qualitative case study design will be employed in this study. The study will be conducted in one of the senior high school in Bengkulu. Triangulation technique will be used in the collecting the data in this study. Okay, and then the subject of the research. In the research is going to conduct in one of senior high school in Bengkulu. For the subjects, the researchers will observe students in one class, and the reason because the researchers stay in Bengkulu. Okay, and then in is instrument. This study is going to use triangulations technique in collecting the data. There are 3 instruments collecting the data in this study: classroom observations, questionnaire, and interview. Okay, I think that's all about my proposal. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.